I mean, you can't go wrong with hosting open mic in Puerto Rico at the Poet's Passage. Here we go. Going to the beach. Can't come to San Juan and not go to the beach. I love the water, and that really was like the perfect thing to do right before I go host. We're getting ready to leave for the Poet's Passage, and that's the whole reason why I'm in Puerto Rico. And so I'm excited. Open mic starts at 7 p.m. and doesn't end until midnight. So I've got my work cut out for me, but it's gonna be a good time, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I am a little sad that we're leaving Puerto Rico tomorrow. It's been an amazing week and a half. I'm actually really looking forward to editing this video because like there was just so much. It's gonna probably take me a while to finish editing, but it'll be nice to look back on the experience of being out here. And then tomorrow we return to the cold. Yeah. But right now, I'm getting ready to leave so we can go to Old San Juan. We're gonna chill for a little bit so we're not rushing. The skin is glowing. Got the little glisten. My Haitian Artist Matter t-shirt on. And I feel good. Before we head out to Old San Juan, we stopped by a cafe around the corner of our Airbnb for a coquito latte, one of the best coffee experiences I had during my stay. Then we were off to take some pictures. On the way, I had to catch this art we kept passing. I find mosaic art so fascinating, like all these little pieces making a larger work is just beautiful. The footage really doesn't do it justice here, honestly. I saw so much public art during this trip. It got me thinking about mural ideas I have and just thinking about how words and patterns can appear in them. We felt like we had to stop for this one, saying we see our future. It's free of colonizers. Powerful. My husband's a photographer and he was determined to get a shot of this on his camera. I wouldn't say try this at home, but the drivers were pretty nice though, stopping for us and making space while they waited for the lights to turn green. Well, now off to take pictures. My husband Robert and our friend Midnight went to this bridge on our last trip to Puerto Rico, but I had to leave that trip early, so it was nice to see this spot with them and just chill, take pictures, and of course be by the water because I love the water. This bridge, and the water is so pretty. Oh, it's so nice. It's like a really cool color, actually. What? Oh. I don't know if I would swim in it, but It's pretty clear. It just would be an odd place to swim. Little odd. Plus, I can't really swim, y'all. I could swim enough to save my life, and that's about it. That's about it. Hopefully, the shore is close. Pretty much. If you want to know, I don't know what that popping noise was, but if you want to know the behind the scenes of the photo shoots sometimes, this is what it looks like. Especially photo shoots with Midnight. Sometimes he's literally on the edge, living on the edge. Oh, he wants to know how good of a swimmer he is. Oh boy. Y'all, I want to know how. Sometimes I'm really curious about how graffiti artists do their work. And I really want to know how. How do you do graffiti under this bridge with the water and your spray paint? How do you make that work? I don't know. I'm just intrigued. It's like the commitment, dedication to be in the water and getting your art up here. Hey, look at that. I love these crashing waves. Crashing waves. This was a great day, and we got some cool pictures out of it thanks to Robert. He's got a YouTube channel for his photography, which I'll link below. And I guess this is a good time to say hi, since I haven't done that yet. Welcome to my vlog. My name is Dee Collin, and I'm a multidisciplinary artist working in poetry and visual art. This is my full-time job. I might talk about what that looks like in another vlog, but this trip to Puerto Rico happened because I was invited to host open mic night at the Poets Passage in Old San Juan, which happens every Tuesday night. So if you're ever in Old San Juan, making a trip to Puerto Rico anytime in the future on a Tuesday night, you can go to the Poets Passage and enjoy open mic. I've been performing for a long time, and I'm always excited about where art and poetry can take me, and this trip is no exception. Yeah. Wow.
I could do some illegal parking real quick.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, I see what you're talking about. That is a big boat. See, I could do this every day. I could do this every day. No, you don't. Unless, Robert, you want some shots. And now for the moment we've been waiting for, hosting at the Poets Passage. Midnight hosted on December 12th, and I hosted on December 19th. I'm telling you, it's always cool to walk into a venue and see your face on the flyer. It never gets old for me. Big shout out to everyone who shared that night. I
really enjoyed listening to everyone's poems and songs. And big thank you to Lady Lee, whose vision was to create this sacred space for art and poetry. I still have to read A Conjuring of Dandelions by A.L. Garcia. I talked about her book in my last vlog, and it's on my to-read list. And I'm still holding on to so many kind words folks shared with me about my own poetry that night. I didn't record folks' performances or my own because it was too much to balance while hosting, but I also wanted to be present in the space, and sometimes that means putting the camera down, you know? It helps that I married a photographer though.
Hey y'all. So it's Wednesday morning. It's the last day. We're flying back today. Tonight, I'm just about to put my head wrap on and just finish packing. Last night was beautiful. I made it through. I was a little nervous about hosting for 5 hours, 7 p.m. to midnight, 5 hours. But you know, it was fun. It was fun. We made it through. I had energy all night. I think cafe con leche helped a little bit with the energy. But I wanted to record my outro today because I was thinking about doing the outro when I get back to the studio, but I was like, yeah, actually, I want to record my last video in Puerto Rico, at least for now, right? Until I make it back to Puerto Rico, because we gotta come back. It was an absolute pleasure to host poetry night in Puerto Rico, and I'm grateful to the Poets Passage for having me, for inviting me, and you know, for being so welcoming. You know, when I came to Puerto Rico a couple years ago and just did the open mic, I also felt that kind of warmth and welcoming. So as far as like poetry homes away from home, the Poets Passage is definitely top tier on my list. If you are ever in Puerto Rico and you are into poetry, the Poets Passage is definitely, it should definitely be a destination on your list of places to go. It's not like any open mic I've really ever been to, particularly because it's multilingual. That's one. So you might hear poems in English, you might hear poems in Spanish, you might hear a poem in another language other than English and Spanish, because people come from all over the world. It's easy to meet people from all over the states, and it's a very beautiful experience to listen to the locals read their work in Spanish. Even if you don't understand all of what someone is saying, something that I think is true is that you can understand the mood, the sentiment, and that is, you can't really translate words all the time, but you can feel, and I think that's a beautiful thing, that despite not knowing language sometimes, we can still connect through emotion and the tone that someone is using, or if someone is reading and you can hear pain, you can hear tears, you can hear laughter. You know, that kind of emotion doesn't require knowing the words, which is, I think that's a really dope human experience, actually. You know, so I think I'm done with this wrap. I hope you like this video and subscribe. What's the next vlog? The next vlog is me painting a bookshelf for Capitol Rep Theater. It's like, this is for like wrapping up 2023. And as far as like poetry gigs, this was a really great way for me to close out the year. As my last poetry gig of the year, I mean, you can't go wrong with hosting open mic in Puerto Rico at the Poets Passage. Can't get better than that. So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for being able to do that, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to go places that poetry takes me. I might do a vlog episode about all the places that poetry has taken me. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, because I can dig into the archives. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, wherever you are, I hope that your day is warm, and I'll see you next time.